Alright, let's talk about Africa. Now, when you think of economic powerhouses, your mind probably jumps to the US, China, maybe Germany if you're feeling continental. But on the African continent, there's a heavyweight title fight that's been going on for years. In one corner you have the giant of Africa, Nigeria, big, bold, and buzzing with energy. And in the other corner, you have the rainbow nation South Africa, sophisticated, structured, and a financial force to be reckoned with. This isn't just a friendly rivalry, folks. This is for the title of Africa's undisputed economic champion. Who's really running the show? This debate is more than just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about two different models of what an African economic superpower can look like. Nigeria brings the sheer scale, the massive population, the raw, untamed potential that could change the world. It's like the new kid on the block who's suddenly stronger than everyone else and is still figuring out how to use that strength. South Africa, on the other hand, is the established player. It has the institutions, the infrastructure, and a seat at the big kids' table, the G20. It's the one with the fancy suit and the well-rehearsed pitch. Now, why does this even matter to anyone outside of Africa? Because the winner of this economic tug-of-war doesn't just get bragging rights. They get to define the continent's future narrative. They become the primary gateway for international investment. First up, let's talk about Nigeria. You can't discuss Nigeria's economy without starting with its biggest asset: people. So many people. We're talking over 200 million of them, making it the most populous country in Africa and the 7th largest in the world. That's not just a statistic, it's an economic engine. This massive population creates a consumer market that is simply enormous. Imagine a country where millions of people are young, ambitious, and hungry for everything from smartphones, new cars, the latest fashion. That's Nigeria. This demographic dividend is a rocket ship, and it's just waiting for the right fuel to send it to the moon. And for a long time, that fuel has been oil. Sweet black crude. Nigeria is one of the world's top oil exporters, and for decades this resource has bankrolled the nation. It funded the government-built cities and made a lot of people very, very rich. The oil and gas sector is the backbone of the country's export earnings, a golden goose that keeps laying valuable eggs. When oil prices are high, the Nigerian economy soars. It's the country's superpower, but sometimes your greatest strength can also be your greatest weakness. Now, if Nigeria is the giant, then Lagos is its thumping, vibrant heart. This city is not just a city, it's a phenomenon. A mega city of over 20 million people, Lagos is a whirlwind of commerce, creativity, and controlled chaos. It's where dreams are chased and fortunes are made. But more recently, it has earned a new title: the engine of Africa's tech boom. Forget Silicon Valley. People are calling areas like Yaba the Silicon Savannah. This is where the future of the continent's digital economy is being coded into existence, one startup at a time. It's a place buzzing with an electrifying sense of possibility. What makes Lagos so special for tech? It's a perfect storm of ingredients. You have a massive, young, and digitally savvy population that adopts new technology at lightning speed. You have real-world problems in finance, logistics, healthcare, and you have a generation of ambitious founders stepping up to solve them. This has attracted a flood of venture capital from around the world. Investors are looking at Lagos and seeing not just a city, but a gateway to the next billion internet users. It's a gold rush, but with laptops and lines of code. We've seen incredible success stories emerge from this ecosystem. Companies like Paystack, a fintech firm that makes it easy for businesses to accept payments online, was acquired by the US tech giant Stripe for over $200 million. Flutterwave, another fintech unicorn, is now valued at over $3 billion, helping power payments for global companies like Uber and Netflix across Africa. These aren't just small-time apps. These are major financial technology companies solving complex problems and creating thousands of jobs. Now let's fly south, all the way down to the continent's southern tip to South Africa. If Nigeria is the raw, explosive energy, South Africa is the cool, calculated precision. The first thing you notice about the South African economy is its structure and sophistication. This isn't a country running on raw potential alone, it's running on some of the best infrastructure on the continent. World-class airports, extensive highway networks, reliable power grids, well, mostly reliable. Let's not get into load shedding just yet. This foundation makes it an incredibly attractive place to do business. It's the plug-and-play option for global corporations looking for a foothold in Africa. This advanced infrastructure is a legacy of its unique history. It has allowed South Africa to build a highly diversified and industrialized economy. It's not just about pulling stuff out of the ground. The country has a robust manufacturing sector. Cars for export, high-end consumer goods, Its agricultural sector is so advanced that South African wines are winning awards, competing with the best from France and California. This complexity and diversity give the economy a resilience that many of its peers lack. It's not a one-trick pony, and then of course there's mining. Gold, diamonds, platinum. For over a century, the country's vast mineral wealth has been a cornerstone of its economy. It powered its industrial revolution and built cities like Johannesburg, literally the city of gold. While the sector's dominance has declined, South Africa remains a global mining superpower. Beyond the mines and factories, South Africa's real secret weapon might just be its financial sector. The Johannesburg Stock Exchange, or JSE, is by far the largest and most sophisticated stock market in Africa. It's actually one of the top 20 in the world, a deep and liquid market where billions of dollars are traded every single day. This isn't just a local market, it's a continental hub. Companies from all over Africa and honestly from around the world come to the JSE to raise capital. It functions as the financial heart of the continent, pumping investment capital into projects far beyond its own borders. It's a magnet for money. The country's banking and financial services industry is equally impressive. South African banks are continental giants with operations spanning across dozens of other African nations. They're some of the most technologically advanced and well-regulated banks in the emerging world. You have a robust system of pension funds, insurance companies, and asset managers that control hundreds of billions of dollars. This financial depth provides a stable foundation for the entire economy. So we have our two contenders and their strengths are clear. It really boils down to a classic matchup: Nigeria's massive size versus South Africa's sophisticated structure. It's like a fight between a giant, powerful weightlifter and a skilled, technical martial artist. One has brute force and overwhelming scale, while the other has technique, precision, and a solid foundation. Nigeria's economy is defined by its sheer demographic weight. That 200 million plus population is a force of nature, creating a consumer market with an almost insatiable appetite. This scale is Nigeria's trump card, giving it a level of raw, untapped potential that is unmatched on the continent. On the other side of the ring, South Africa brings structure. Its economy is built on a framework of strong institutions, world-class infrastructure, and a highly developed financial system. It's an economy that is more formal, more integrated into the global system, and more diversified. While Nigeria's economy is heavily reliant on oil, South Africa has multiple engines of growth: mining, manufacturing, tourism, and a massive services sector. This structure provides stability and resilience. It means the economy is less likely to be knocked off course by a single shock, like a sudden drop in the price of one commodity. It's a system built for the long haul. Alright, let's get to the part everyone loves, the numbers. For years, South Africa was comfortably the largest economy in Africa, no question. Then, in 2014, Nigeria rebased its GDP. It's basically like updating your country's financial software. Boom! Overnight it became the continent's biggest economy, a statistical earthquake. Ever since, the two have been neck and neck. They've been trading the top spot back and forth. Currency fluctuations, the price of oil. As of today, September 7, 2025, Nigeria's nominal GDP is often cited as larger, but it's a photo finish. The lead can change with a sneeze from the global economy. But GDP doesn't tell the whole story. It's like judging a boxer just by their weight. A more revealing number is GDP per capita. That's total economic output divided by population. And here the picture is completely different. South Africa's GDP per capita is vastly higher than Nigeria's, several times higher. The economic pie per person is much larger in South Africa. It reflects a higher standard of living, greater individual wealth, a more developed consumer base. It's a measure of economic well-being. South Africa is clearly ahead by this metric. Then there's economic growth. For much of the last decade, Nigeria grew much faster than South Africa. So after all that, we come back to the big question: Nigeria or South Africa? Who is the true economic leader of Africa? The truth is, it depends on what you mean by leader. If you're looking for raw scale, demographic might, and explosive growth potential, the crown has to go to Nigeria. It has the people, the energy, and a cultural influence that is sweeping the globe. The sheer size of its market and the dynamism of its tech scene point to a future where Nigeria could become not just an African leader, but a global one. It is the continent's engine of future growth. But if your definition of leadership is about stability, sophistication, and institutional depth, then South Africa still holds a powerful claim. It has the most advanced, industrialized, and diversified economy on the continent. Its financial markets are the gateway for global capital, and it has a seat at the table with the world's biggest economies. Perhaps the rivalry itself is what's most important. This competition between Nigeria and South Africa is pushing both countries to be better. These two giants represent the dual engines of the African continent. So, who do you think truly wears the crown?